कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति परां गतिम् यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्तं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषं गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे नीलात्मजम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशम् अक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वादात्मजं वानरयोतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारी परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमद राक्षसान्तकं वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनादिभुवनं पुण्या रामायणमहानदी वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसादासीद् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः मङ्गलं कौसलेन्द्राय महनीय गुणाब्धये चक्रवर्ती तनूजाय सार्वभौमाय मङ्गलम् सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. This recording is in place of what I missed out to record this morning. So therefore the duration will be short because there is no chanting and repetition. So it will not be 60 minutes, it may be some 35 or 40 minutes. Please understand that. When Sri Rama had received the Chudamani given to Hanumanji to be passed on to him, when he received it, he was full of emotions because that very Chudamani reminds him the fond memories of Sita, and he considered that as though she is next to him, holding that Chudamani very tightly. He feels that it is she herself. So here we find that Sri Rama holding on to that very dearly. He says to Lakshman, we read from here, verse number 9 from the canto number 66. Idastu kim dukkataram yedimam varisambhavam manim pashyami saumitre vaidehi magatam vina chiram jivadi vaidehi yadi masam darishyati shanam veera na jiveyam Pinatam aside kshanam nayamapi te tam desham yatra trishta mama priya natishteyam kshanamapi pravrittim ubalabhya cha kadam sa mama sushroni biru biru sati yata sada bhayavahanam ghoranam madhye tishtati rakshasam शरदस्तिमिरोन्मुक्तः नूनं चन्द्र इवाम्बुधेः आवृतो वदनं तस्याः न विराजति साम्प्रतं किमाह सीता हनुमन् तत्पदः कथयस्व मे एतेन खलु जीविष्ये भेषजेनातुरो यथा मधुरा मधुरालापा किमाह मम भामिनी मद्विहीनावरारोहा हनुमन् कथयस्व मे दुःखात् दुःखतरं प्राप्य कथं जीवति जानकी इतस्तु किं दुःखतरं what is can be more sorrowful than this varisambhavam idam manim he saumitre pashyami I am seeing this money which is given to me by Sita through Hanuman, which is originally got from ocean. Vari Sambhavam. Vari, the ocean has got many, many precious things, and that is why it's called Samudram. Samudra means that which has all the various mudras. Mudras means money, manikya. Yes, Saumitre. Vina Vaidehim Agatam Vina, because she is not here, but I see here she herself in place of money, I see herself. See, when we have a fond memory of our own grandparents or somebody who gave some things, left behind certain things for us, it has a greater value than material value. We consider that as very precious because it was owned by or used by somebody whom we revere or love, we regard, respect, because they were using it. Secondly, it brings the memory of that person and associated memory of that person. Even when that person is no more, we feel that the presence of the person with the object that he or she used. And this is true with Gurudev's Padukas. Guru Padukas we worship, and those Padukas are so many other things which Gurudev had used. We preserve it as archives, feeling that it is Gurudev himself is living through all those objects. A true devotee, when he or she looks at things used by the Guru, feels the presence of the Guru, and that bhava is very important, because yatha bhavaha tata devaha. The God's remembrance itself we must consider as most precious, most graceful, and the grace of the Lord alone make us remember him also. When the objects representing Guru or Devata, whichever be the Ishta Devata, we must regard, respect, revere, and with great attention we should worship it. So here Sri Rama had looked at the money, even though it is just another, ornament, but for him, it is Sita herself. Vaidehi, one more month if she can remain, yadi masam darishyati chiram jivati. If only she can wait for one more month, by the time I would definitely go and conquer the Lanka kill Ravana, but I hope and wish that she just retains one more month, somehow or the other. Kshanam Vira na jiveyam vina tam asidekshanam. I cannot live even for a moment anymore without seeing her, the one who has blue, beautiful, dark eyes. And therefore, he tells Hanuman, Mam api naya tam desham. O Hanuman, please take me there. Obviously, presently he cannot go from wherever he is, Kishkinda, to Lanka directly, but at least you can take me by describing her condition. Yatra drishta mama priya, where you saw the dear one of mine, na tishteyam kshanamapi. I cannot stay one moment also, having heard the news about her. Pravrittim ubalabhyacha. Pravritti here, the information, the sandesha she had given, after listening to that, I cannot even wait for a moment. Kadam samama, kadam samama sushroni. How is she, that most beautiful one? Biru Biru Sati Sada. She's such a timid one. She came leaving all her comforts, all her luxuries in the palace only to be with me in the forest. And she's such a timid one. And even such a one, how is she staying there? Bhayavahanam, Goranam, Rakshasam, Madhye Tishtati. How is she able to withstand the torture of these Rakshasas who are there right in the middle? Not only Rakshasas, Ravana is also torturing her, continuously being persecuted. How is she able to see? That is a strength, strength of faith. How Sita is able to withstand that onslaught of so much of violence by Ravana, and also constant insult, threat by the Rakshasas. Yet she was holding on to Ram, Ram, Ram. That is a true bhakta. In our life, so many things that happen. Are we like in the condition of Sita? Tell me. What is her condition? Nobody she knows. All alone in a solitude. None who to help her. Anywhere she looks, only threat. Not able to eat, not able to sleep, not able to relax, no one to talk to. And what is that strength with which she is sustaining? Only love for Bhagavan, the Lord. Sharadastimiron Noonam Chandra Ivambudehi. Like that of the autumnal clouds which are covering the face of the moon, when it is removed, that how that is still there will not be that much of brightness of the moon. Avruto badanam tasyaha. Her face also na virajati sampradam. Now it is not showing that much of shine because of her continuous crying and sorrow that she is going through. So now Hanuman, please tell me again, Kimaha Sita Hanuman. Please tell me once again, what else she told to you? Twatah kadayaswame. To you, what she said, please that you narrate again. Etena kalu jivishye mega jena turo beshajena turo yata. So with that information you are sharing with me, may I continue to live just like a doctor is necessary for a sickly person to continue to sustain. The doctor is immediately not giving you a solution, and especially allopathy. They say, wait, I'm still diagnosing, but when a sickly person comes with so much of trauma, first of all, they put the IV and give some painkiller or something to relax. And after some time only, after diagnosing what exactly is the problem, they will give the pill, or you would say, the patient will say, you give me any pill because pillow doesn't help me to go to sleep. So then for the doctor will say, acha, ek pill lo. This pill you take and that will help you in place of the pillow to go to sleep. So just like a sickly person, a patient requires immediate attention, without which that person will be really very tortured by the very sickness. In the same way, at present moment I am suffering in the absence of Sita. Please give me some more information about Sita. What did she tell you? Listening to which aham jivishye. I will continue to live little more. Madhura Madhura Alapa. Madhura, so sweet she is. Madhura Alapa, with so much of sweet words. Kimaha mama bhamini. What did she say? What message she gave to me? Madvihina vararoha Hanuman katayaswame. Without me, how is she alone? The best of the women, Vararoha, Hanuman, Kadayaswame, Dukkha, Dukkadaram Prapya, Kadam Jivati Janaki. One must suffer, sorrow after sorrow, sorrow after sorrow. First of all, taken away, absence of me, that is sorrow. Taken away by the Rakshasa handling her, she would have felt so. She is such a delicate one, and she is being handled by a Rakshasa. How would have she felt? And again, putting her in a lonely place, Rakshasis around, not enough to eat, as I said. How she is dukkataram prapya, kadam jivati janaki. इत्यार्षे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकि आदिकाव्ये सुन्दरकाण्डे षष्टितमः सर्गः 66. Continuing here. The next chapter 67. Evamuktastu Hanuman Raghavena Mahatmana Sitaya Bhashitam Sarvam Nyavedayata Raghave Idamuktavati Devi Janaki Purushashraba Purvavrittam Abhijnanam Chitrakute Yatatatam Sukasupta Tvaya Sardam Janaki Purvamuttita Vayasa Sahasotpatya Vidadarastanandaram Paryayena Jasusuptam Suptaswam Dyavyanke Bharadagraja Punaschakila Pakshisa Devya Janayati Vyadam Tata Punarvagamya Vidadara Brusham Kila Tadasvam bodhidastasyaha shonidena samukshitaha vayasena chatena evam sadatam bhadyamanaya bodhida kila devyatvam sukasupta parantapa tam tu drishtva mahabaho daritam cha stanantare ashi vishaiva kruddaha tato vakyam tvam uchivan Nagagraihi kenate bhiru saritam vai stanantaram kah kridadi saroshena panchavaktrena bhogina. Eva Muktaha Hanuman, thus being addressed by Sri Rama, Mahatmana Raghavena, the great soul Raghava, had addressed him, saying, please tell me more about what she informed you. Sitaya Bhashitam Sarvam. Whatever she said, without leaving anything aside, Nyavedayata Raghave. So, that entire thing Hanuman started to narrate to him, knowing very well that will appease Rama. At least it will make him able to at least leave some amount of relief from the sorrow. It is necessary for Rama to hear more and more about Sita, as much as Sita wanted to know more and more about Sri Rama. You see, a bhakta must remember the Lord in such a way that, like that of we should remember the greatness of how we are continuously sustained by continuous supply of prana. Is it not true? Very prana that we are breathing, the air that we are breathing, without which even for a moment we cannot survive. Think, when the air is not there, let us say that's what is called stroke, right? If air is missing, a part of the brain will stop immediately. It will stop functioning. And without the oxygen supply, the brain cells get damaged immediately. And once the brain cells are damaged, a part of the body will also get damaged. So how continuous supply of air is there, and we take it for granted all the time. Even when we are sleeping, air breathing is going on without our own effort, is it not? And how we take it for granted. Who is that who is making sure this body is alive? Breathing goes on. Because of breathing, all the cellular what you call growth, health is going on. Brain is functioning, heart is pumping, blood is circulated, food is digested, body is growing. So we do not think like that. It is the grace of the Lord that everything is going on without we interfering with anything. If only we can remember the Lord, one who takes care of us so long, so much carefully, how can we forget the Lord who is the prana, very life, sustenance of the life is because of the Lord's total compassion. So we should remember the Lord in that gratitude, with that reverence. So here, Sita was sustaining her life because she is continuously remembering the compassion of the Lord. Any trouble that I am going through in the place of Ravana, whatever be the torture that is going on by the Rakshasis, I am sure once Rama knows this, he will not wait even for a second to come and rescue me. In our life, when we have various ups and downs, tragedies that are happening, we should have this implicit, innocent, steadfast, unquestionable faith. So now Hanumanji is explaining what Sita had told him. One Purva Vrittam. That's what she Idamuktavati Devi Janaki Purushashrava. This is what she said. Purva Vrittamamijnanam Chitrakute Yata Tatam. In Chitrakuta, once a particular situation where a thing happened which only you, Rama, and Sita would know, nobody else. See, why it is called abhijnanam, a sign or an indicator, because let us say that Ravana had created an elusive Sita and kept it there, and Hanuman met that Sita and felt that that is Sita and he would have come back. Then Rama would also think that, okay, Sita is there, let me go. It may be in a wrong place. And if he goes there, Ravana will catch him and kill him. So, the Sita whom Hanumanji saw is a real one or not? How do we know? So, Sita made sure that she narrates something which only she and Rama knows, nobody else. And she tells Hanuman, this is the way you tell Rama, I am real Sita. That way only he will know that you really met me. So, what is that particular episode or thing that happened? In Chitrakuta, Sukasupta Tvaya Sardam Janaki Purva Muttita. Once it so happened, Sita ji was there and she was, you and both were sleeping, and she got up before you. And at that time, a crow was wanting to touch Sita. Vayasa sahasotpatya vidadara sanantaram. That crow was none other than the son of Indra, known as Jayanta, wanting to touch Sita. And so he, with his beak, came and started to hurt her breasts, Sanantaram, between that in the chest area, soft area. He started to poke. So, Sukasupta Toya Sardam she was, but Paryayena cha Susotvam, Suptastvam. But you continued to sleep. Paryaya means one, you sleep, and after some time you wake up. Sitaji would sleep, and the Sitaji wakes up, and you. So that's just Paryaya. But at that particular time, she woke up and you started to sleep. Continue. Devyanke Bharatagraja, laying on her lap, you started to sleep. No, it so happened, I was studying in Sandipani and Himalayas, that is in Siddhabari. Myself and one more student, we after lunch one day, we decided to go to the forest nearby and spend some time in solitude discussing the topic of Bhagavad Gita, which we were taught. Vivek Chudamani camp was going on of Gurudev, but during the afternoon it was free, so we decided to go into the forest. So we went into the forest. It's a very beautiful forest, and there was some opening was there. So when we sat down and started to discuss, suddenly we noticed upon the tree there was a vulture sitting there watching us. So the vulture, if in that zoo, then in the forest vultures, at least 2 to 3 feet wing, both sides. When they close it, you will not see, but when only open, only you will see how big it is. So he looked at it, my God, this guy. So he said, okay, we have maybe half an hour we discussed. Then he said, okay, let us take rest. But then if we both sleep, that fellow will come and attack us. So I told my friend, I sleep first. You wait for half an hour, and then I wake up, you sleep. I will take care of, protecting you. Okay, he said. So he went to sleep. So I went to sleep first, and he was watching. So after half an hour, he woke me up. Hey, get up now. I have to sleep. I said, okay. So then he started to sleep. I woke up all right, but then after sleeping, you wake up and you're next to you, somebody's sleeping, you also feel like sleeping. It's like when somebody's driving, the passenger person should not sleep, because the driver gets very distracted. You also feel like sleeping. So you have to be awake and talking to that person. So, but when he was sleeping, I felt, because it's late afternoon and I've had the lunch also. The sleep just came. I closed my eyes for a short period of time. Then there was some sound next to me. When I opened the eyes, the vulture was sitting there just 10 feet away from me with both the wings open. Oh my God. I woke him up. Hey, get up. This guy has come near us. I think that fellow is going to have a feast today, live feast. So we should slowly get up without disturbing that fellow and run. That's what we did. Slowly we got up and that fellow became alert. From there, we ran towards the ashram. We do not know how we reached there. Within few minutes, we were there in the ashram. So that's called Paryaya. take turn. But in the forest, these vultures are so, very dangerous. They are wild. So here the Vayasa, the crow, when you are sleeping, Paryayena cha sukswaptvam Suptaswam Devyanke Baradagraja Punascha Kila Pakshi Saha Devya Janayati Vyatam. Again, as you are sleeping, again it started to hurt Sita. Tataha Punarupagamya Vidadara Brisham Kila. Again it just took off and then came flying into Sita, started hurting her. So tataha tvam bodhitaha tasyaha. So she woke you up at that point. Shonidena samukshitaha, being soaked in blood. You are soaked. So vayasena cha tene evam satatam bhadyamanaya, being continuously tortured, she was having blood coming out of that. Bodhidakila devya tvam, being woken up by you, by her, Sukasuptaha Parantapa, who was earlier sleeping very well, Tam Sitam Drishtva Mahabaho, you saw Sita. At that point, you didn't see the crow. And then you saw Dharitam cha Sanantare. You saw the part of the chest being torn apart between the breasts. Ashi Vishayava Kruddaha Tataha. Now, seeing that, you became so angry like the venomous snake. See, interesting thing is, the venom of the snake never kills the snake, because it is ashi visha, meaning it has already consumed the poison. When a venomous snake had already consumed its own venom, that venom cannot kill it. When it attacks somebody and bites, that person will die. So that is why people in the forest, who are living in the forest, they take a little bit of the venom every day, a little slow portion. When they keep on taking, their body will already become immune to that venom. And if any other snake comes and bites that person, that snake will die, not they. Because they have taken the venom of many snakes. So, ashi visha iva kruddaha. You become so angry like that of a venomous snake. Tato vakyam tvam uchivan. Then you addressed Sita, saying that, Nakagre kenate bhiru, O timid one, which one with its sharp nails, Daritam vai stanantaram, which has hurt you between your breasts, who could do it? Kaha kridadi saroshena, with what guts anyone would play with you? Panchavaktrena bhogina. Oh, who can do such kind of a play with me also, who would now appear like that of the five-hooded serpent? So, let's see, Bhagavan gets so upset when Bhakta is disturbed. So when Rama had asked this question, Sita could not say anything, but meanwhile, Rama could notice the Vayasaha, the crow. Nirikshamana sahasa Vayasam samudaikshatah Rakai sarudirai tikshnai Tameva bimukam stitam Sutakila shakrasya Vayasa patatambarah Dharantaragata shigram Pavanasya gato samah Tadastasmin mahabaho Kopasamvartite kshanah Vayase tvam vyatha kruram matimatambara Sadarpa samstarat grihya Brahmastrena niyojayah Sadipta iva kalagnihi Jajwala bimukam kagam Satvam praditam chikshepa Darbham tam vayasam prati Tadastu vayasam deeptaha Sadarpo anujagamaha Bitaischa samparityaktaha Surai sarvaischa vayasaha Trin lokan samparikramya Trataram nadigacchati Punarapyagatastastra Tvatsakasham arindama Tvam 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 tam nipatidam bhumau Sharanyah sharanagatam Vadarhamapi kakutsta Kripaya paripalayah Mogamastram na shakyam tu Kartumityeva raghava Bhayantya tasya kshikagasya Bhavan satsyakshiकागस्य hinasti sma sa dakshinam Rama tvam sa namaskritya Rama tvam namaskritya Rajño dasharadasya cha visrishtastu tada kagah pratibete swamalayam Nirikshamanaha, looking here and there, sahasa, at once, vayasam samudaikshatah. You come to see and notice this crow. And how did you know that this is the one which attacked Sita? Nagai sarudirai tikshnai. With its nails filled with blood. That sharp nails were filled with blood. Tam eva abhimukam siddham, that he was standing right next to or in front of Sita. You noticed that. Who is that, or what is the name, that particular crow? Sutaha Chakrasya. He is none other than Indra's son, killer. So Vayasaha Patatambaraha. But it is a very powerful crow because it is not a real crow, it is assumed form, right? Indra's son has assumed the form of a crow. So, and Dharantaragada Shigram. It is capable of flying between the mountains. Pavanasya gato samaha. It is as speedy as that of a wind, which could go even the narrow space it could get in. So, tadaha tasmin mahabaho kopasamvartyate kshanaha vayase tvam vyataha kruram matim matimatambara. You, the one who is the best of the person who has a correct mind to think, but you, out of your anger, you decided to punish by killing that Vayasa, killing that crow. So Bhagavan had taken a very, very bold step or very intense step of what? Killing that Vayasa. Kopa samvartita ikshanaha, with eyes are rolling with anger towards that Vayasa, the crow. You took a darpa, sadarpam samstarad grihya, taking out of your bed which is made of grass, you took one blade of grass, brahmastrena niyojaya. You have invoked brahmastram in that. See, nowadays we have what is called as a drone attack. See, the drones, unmanned drones, they can go anywhere because it is so fast, because they use it for beautiful photographs nowadays we are able to get, because where helicopters cannot go, all other things cannot go, the drone is very small, it can go there and take beautiful pictures. You might have seen nowadays how such landscapes, etc., from a top, how beautifully they are shown. It's all by the drones. They are using it for many different purposes. Now, anything has a good and a bad purpose also. Now, the same drones are used for attacking people. So, the military is now using it. So, when the drone with a bomb attached to it, when it goes, remotely it is controlled. How it has to go, where it has to go, and then when the target is reached, dum, and go there straight into that building or the place, blast. Because there is no human person is involved, it can attack any place, In fact, a lot of people die because of such attacks. So the that's now today's technology. It is like that. But here Rama took one blade of grass, and what did he invoke into that? Nuclear weapon, Brahmastra, highest. See, it shows how much he had loved Sita. So he had invoked that Brahmastra in that. And then he released that. Sa Deepta Eva Kalagni. It is burning like that of the fire which is used during the dissolution. Kalagni. Jajwala Abhimukham Khagam. And it stood in front of that very blade, which is a very fiery missile, stood in front of that crow. And as the crows looked at it and started to fly away, Satvam Pratitam Chikshepa, we employed that very missile to attack him. Darbam Tam Vayasam Prati, Tadastu Vayasam Deeptaha, Sa Darpo Anujagamaha. When the Vayasa, that the very crow started to run, it started to follow. It's like a guided missile. Bhitaischa samparityaktaha surai sarvaischa vayasaha sarvaihi suraihi bhitaischa samparityaktaha. All the devatas who are in the heavens, they really, out of fear, they gave up on him. They know this is coming from Rama. And Threen Lokan Samparikramya. He went to all the three worlds, Bhuhu, Bhuaha, Swaha. Trataram na adhigachati. He did not find anybody who will protect him. He went to Vishnulok, he went to Shivalok, he went to Brahmalok, he went to Indralok, he went to all the places. Nobody could save him. So he finally, Punarabhya Gatastatra. So he returned back to Rama. Tyakta Tvatsakasham Arindama. Oh, the enemy of your enemies. He came finally to you, and you looked at him. Tvam tam nipatitam bhumau. You saw him who is falling at your feet. Sharanya sharanagatam. Tvam sharanyah. You are the final resort for him. So tam sharanagatam. Who is vada arham? Who is what is called? He is fit to be killed. Padarham ekagusta kripaya paripalaya. But you, out of so much of compassion, you are ready to protect him, not to kill him. But at the same time, this missile which is already released cannot be withdrawn. It has to do something. This missile, once it is released, it cannot be stopped. So what did you do? Mogam astram nashakyam tu kartum. You cannot make that missile go waste. Therefore, iti eva raghava bhavan tasya akshi hinasti. So you killed or destroyed the eye of that crow, kakasya hinasti. Sma sa dakshinam akshi hinasti. So that you used that very missile to destroy the right eye of the Vayasaha. So then he realized his mistake. He bowed down to you. Ramatvam cha namaskritya Rajno Dasharadasya cha. He also mentally had saluted to Dasharatha. Then Visrishtastu sada tata kakaha pratibede swamalayam. Having been released by you, he proceeded on to his abode. So this particular instance, nobody else knows other than Sita and Rama. Therefore, she narrated this to Hanuman, saying that please tell him this. By this we will know that you may reached or you met me only, nobody else. Evamastravidam shrestah sattvavan shilavaanapi kimartamastram rakshastu rakshastu na yojayasi raghava na danava na gandharva na asura na marudganaha tavaramarane shaktaha tada pratisamasitum tava viryavadak kaschate mayi vadyadasti sambramah क्षिप्रं सुनिश्चितैः बाणैः अन्यदां युधि रावणः भ्रातुरादेशमाज्ञाय लक्ष्मणो वा परन्तपः स किमर्थं नरवरः न मां रक्षति राघवः शक्तौ तौ पुरुषव्याघ्रौ वायुअग्निः समतेजसौ सुराणामपि दुर्दर्शौ किमर्थं मामुपेक्षतः ममैव दुष्कृतं किञ्चित् महदस्ति न संशयः समर्थौ सहितौ यन्मां न रक्षेते परन्तपौ. Evam, this way, relating to this instance, she said, you are the best who can handle all the astras, missiles. Evam astravidam shreshtaha sattvavan sheelavan abhi. You are well strong, but at the same time you are a person of compassion. Not just a hero, not just you are a very great warrior, but you also have a soft heart. Kimartam astram rakshastu na yojayasi Raghava. Why are you not using that same astram to kill Ravana? For just because he hurt me, you could go to the extent of using Brahmastra to kill a crow. Why are you not using that to me, to protect me? Using that to protect me from this Ravana. I am suffering and I am away from you for months together. Because I know your strength. Na Danavaha, na Gandharvaha, na Asuraha, na Marudganaha. Rane Pradisamasitum na Shaktaha. Tava Viryavadaha Kaschit na. No Danavas, Gandharvas, Asuras, Marudganas, nobody can withstand you in a war. Nobody is greater than you in war. Tava Viryavataha Kaschit na. So, if you have real consideration for me, Mayi Yadasti Sampramaha, if you have real love for me, Kshipram Sunichitai Banehi Anyatam Yuti Ravana. In the war, Ravana should be killed by your strong, powerful, sharp arrows. Kshipram, quickly. Sunishitai, well sharpened, Banehi Anyatam. At least Lakshmana should do that, no? Braduhu Adesham Ajnaya Lakshmano va Parantapa. At least Lakshmana should have, having taken the command from he himself, Lakshmana himself can do that. Now imagine when there were so many thousands of Rakshasas were there who were troubling in the forest while Rama and Sita were there. At that time, even when Shurpanaga was coming there and then he cut off the nose, and then Kara and Dushana along with so many ogres, they were there attacking. He never used Brahmastra at that point. He only battled with them. But with her, when Sita is hurt, he used Brahmastra. Now I am in the middle of the Rakshasas, alone. Why is that I am not being protected by you, O Lord? Kimartam naravaro namham rakshati Raghava. Why is he not doing this? Shaktauto Purusha Vyagro. Both of them are so capable, like that of what? Vayu Agni Sama Tejasau. So they are so powerful like Vayu and Agni. Now I don't need to tell you more than this, because now look at the fire that is going on. Vayu and Agni. Fire and the wind. Is it not that entire Southern California is burning? 2,900 acres of land that much portion of the southern California is burning because of what? Vayu and Agni. Santa Ana wind along with the fire. Mm. They are blasting the place. Everything is getting burned. So that way, Rama and Lakshmana, they are like fire and air. Vayu Agni Tejasau, Suranamabi Durdarshau. Even the gods cannot conquer them. Kimartam Mam Upekshataha. Why both of them are neglecting me? The only reason I can think of is that I have done some great mistake or sin. Mama evam kinchit mahad dushkrutam. I have done a great sin, it looks like. And that's why, na samshaya, no doubt, that is why I am being ignored by both of them. Samartho sahito yanmam na rakshete parantabo. So that is the reason that I am not being protected, I am ignored. She was so despondent, so sorrowful, so sorrow stricken, crying, looking for the help. Hanumanji narrating this says to Rama, see, this is her condition now. Then what happened? We'll see in the next class. अगणित गुणगण भूषण राम आश्रित वत्सल जय जय राम अयोध्यवासी सीता राम आपद बांधव जय जय राम दशरथ नंदन श्री राम दशमुख मर्दन जय जय राम कौसल्या सुखवर्धन राम कामित फलदा जय जय राम पाप विमोचन श्री राम पट्टाभिराम जय जय राम जानक जीवन सीता राम जय रघुराम जय सिया राम वानर सेवित श्री राम वारिधि वंदन जय जय राम हनुमत पूजित सीता राम जय रघुराम जय सिया राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीता राम श्री राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।